Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of my Facebook API tutorial series for Android. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to enable sharing from your app to Facebook. So for example here, this is what we're going to build. You click continue with Facebook to log in. Once you have logged in, you have two things here called share buttons, where you can share a link and you can share a photo. The photo that we're going to be sharing is this one here. So for example, if I click share link, you can see that we have the link that I've posted in here for another video I've made, and you also have a hashtag. We can write something about this like watch this video, and then we can either put it on our newsfeed. We can choose who we want to show it to, the public, our friends, or only you. You can also add it to your Facebook story. And so if I click post, and also you can see we have a hashtag here saying hashtag Whitcode. If I post it, it'll be posted to my newsfeed or on my timeline. So I can show you what I mean. But so if I exit out of here, I click on Facebook, and then when Facebook has loaded, you can see we have here on my story, if I click on this, my name is Tom and I love soccer, or Whitcode, that was from yesterday. And then the new one, watch this video, hashtag Whitcode. So this is what I just posted. Then also you can see it posted here on my timeline. You can also see the name of the application that I'm using, which is Practice API. And then just this is our image for our application. A good in-depth explanation of what we're doing also is going to be found on this web page here. So this link here, which I will also post in the video description if you want to check it out yourself. So I currently have an Android Studio project open that is already configured to logging in with Facebook. So for example, if you watched part 2 of this tutorial series and followed all those steps, you will be ready to go for this video. But so before you can start using this functionality, what you need to do is set up a content provider in your manifest file where your app ID is your actual app ID on Facebook for developers. And so you can find that on that link that I talked about in the description by going down. And you can see over here we have provider. You want to take this, copy it, then you want to go over back to your project. You want to open up your manifest file like this, go down within your application and paste it in. And now what you need to do is you need to replace the app ID here with your actual app ID. And if you remember, when you're configuring this to log in, it should be in your strings. So if you go to resources and then values, strings.xml, you can see you have your Facebook ID right here. So copy this, go back to the manifest file, go to where it has app ID, and paste this in like this. And so a provider is also known as a content provider, and basically it manages access to data. So in other words, it presents data to external applications. And in this case, our external application is Facebook. Something you should also note that we have exported true here, because exporting true makes it so that the provider is available to other applications. So now we're basically ready to go. So let me maximize Android Studio, and let's make the layout. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our login button so I can make this easier to see. And so what we need to do is just type in login button. And so then when it appears, press enter. We want it to wrap content. Close it like this. Now let's add some constraints. So go over to design. We'll place it at the bottom here. And then just set the vertical constraint. And now let's add the image view of the image we actually want to share. So I'm going to just place it right up here. Let's just do this for now and click OK. Let me change the layout width to 500 pixels and the layout height to 500 pixels. And right here is fine, add a top constraint. Now let's actually add the image here that we want to use. And so we have to download this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to app, resource, and you always put your images in drawable. So I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to go to show and explorer. And then when it opens up, the image that you want to do, you want to paste into drawable. So for me, it's in downloads. I want to use this image. I'm going to cut it, go to drawable, and paste it in here. And of course, make sure it's all in lowercase. So now let's just go to our main activity and link these. So I'm going to go up here, and I'll declare a login button, and just call it login button, and then declare the image view. And we forgot to set IDs, so let's go back here. Let's call this IV pick, and call this login button, so LB login. Now let's go back to the main activity and link them by their IDs. So we have login button equals find v by ID, r.id dot lb login, and then do the same with the image view. Now the next thing we should do is we can create our callback manager to manage the responses from the Facebook API. So let's declare up here, callback manager is global, call it callback manager, and then to create it, of course, we do callback manager equals callback manager dot factory dot create. We then need to add our onActivityResult method so we can handle the responses from the Facebook API. So I'm going to override this by just doing Control-O. So press Control-O and then type in onActivityResult, just like that. Paste this in. However, I'm going to move this to the bottom. So I'll cut it here and paste it underneath. We can then pass the information from our onActivityResult method to our callback manager. So I'll do callback manager.onActivityResult and pass in request code, result code, and data. And now we can start adding code to actually share posts to your Facebook newsfeed or story. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create two share buttons, one for sharing a link and the other for sharing a photo. So I'm going to go back over to the layout file, and you can go over to code, and in here type in share button, and you can see it's com.facebook.share.widget share button. And we're going to do wrap content, and then I'm going to change the text for one of them to share photo. And then I'm going to make another share button, wrap content. I'm going to make the text to be share link. And now we have to go and add constraints. So let's go back to design. You can see they'll be in this top left corner. Let's just put them around here. We've added our horizontal constraints, and now we add the vertical ones. Just like that. And so now let's give an ID. So let's call this one share button. So SB link. Yes. And then share photo. We'll call that SB photo. Now let's go over to our main activity and let's link these. So let's create two share buttons like this. Call it SB link. And another share button. Let's call it SB photo. Now link them by their IDs. So SB link equals find by ID, r.id.sb link, and then do the same with the photo. So when these share buttons are actually clicked, so these in here, what it will actually do is it will create a share dialog, or it will call a share dialog. And basically you use this share dialog to actually share the link. It switches to Facebook and then returns control to your app after your post has been published. And so when we're actually sharing something, this is done by setting the share content for the button. However, before we do this, we need to actually create share content that we actually want to share. And so this is because when we share something on Facebook, we first make the content to share, and this is in the form of a share content object, and this can be a photo, video, link, or a combination of these. And the first thing we're going to be doing is sharing a link. And so a link is constructed with the share link content class. So to create an instance of this class, what we're going to do is we're going to main activity, and we're just going to create it all within this onActivityResult method. And so what I'm going to do is it's share link content, and we'll call it share link content. And to create one, you have to use the builder class. So it will be .builder. And next what you want to do is you want to use the URL of the link that we want to share. And so this is done by the method setContentURL, and you can see it takes a URI. And so to create a URI from a string, what you do is use the class URI.parse. And then it takes the parse, and whatever you want is whatever URL you want to be shared with this link is what you put in here. And so for me, it's going to be a YouTube video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my page. I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to share my channel page. So I'm going to paste this, close this down, and paste it in here. Something that I also added to this, if you remember from the beginning of this video, was a hashtag. And to do that, what you need to do is you do .set share hashtag, and then it takes new share hashtag. And once again, you do this from a builder. So you do .builder, and then press tab, and then you set the hashtag, and once again, it's a string. However, with the string, you have to make sure that you include a hashtag in it, because if not, it won't show up. But so I'm just going to do hashtag witcode, and then we do .build. So far we have our link, and we have a hashtag for this link. And then finally, what we want to do is we just want to build it, or call .build, which actually builds this share link content object. So now we've created our share link content, and now what we want to do is we want to actually add it to the button. And so for us, it's the SB link, and we do .set share content. And you can see it takes share content, and that's basically a superclass of share link content, share photo content, share video. And so we're just going to pass share link content like this. So now when we click on this, our share link button right here, it will take us to a shared dialog, and then we can share this link on our newsfeed or on our story. Now we can work on sharing a photo. And so this is done through using two different objects. First, you have to create a share photo object, and then you have to create a share photo content object. And it should be noticed that the photo that you want to share must be less than 4 megabytes in size. And so what the share photo class does is it describes the photo for sharing. And once again, an object of this class is built by using the sharePhoto.builder class. So I'm going to go over here. Underneath this link, I'm going to do share photo. And we're going to do share photo equals new share photo, and then delete that and do .builder. And so the next thing what we want to do is we want to use the method setBitmap. And so of course it takes a bitmap argument, and we're going to actually retrieve this bitmap from our image view or the image within our image view. And so this can be done by getting a drawable from our image view and converting it into a bitmap drawable. And drawable is basically an abstraction for something that can be drawn. And so let me just I'll create a bitmap drawable object and just call it bitmap drawable and set that equal to, first we have to cast it, and then we will do our image view dot get drawable. So we've gotten our drawable from our image view, which is this here, and then we are converting it to a bitmap drawable. And we do this because then we can get our bitmap from this drawable. So we'll do bitmap equals bitmap drawable dot get bitmap. And then we can pass the bitmap right here. And so then the final thing we're going to do is we're just going to do build, as build is what creates this object, creates and returns the share photo object. Something I forgot to do though, however, is I forgot to actually set the image view content. So I'm going to do set image resource r.id or r.drawable because it's in our drawable folder, and then I called it story. So it's the PNG that we set in our drawable folder. So if you go to app, resource, drawable, it's this right here, story. So now let's close this and go back down here. And so now that we've created our share photo object, we can create a share photo content object, which we can add our share photo to. So once again, the share photo content class is, or share photo content object is created from a builder. So we're going to do share photo content equals new share photo content dot builder. And then to add the share photo to it, we just do add photo and pass in share photo. And then we're just going to build it to make sure to return this object. And then the last thing we need to do is we just need to add this to our button. So sbphoto.share set share content. And so once again, it takes share content, which is basically a super class of share photo content and share link content. So that means it can take share photo content as an argument, just like this. And so now this is our application built. So it wasn't very long, and all we can do is, let me pull this up. Let me stop the application and start it. And so now once it's loaded, you can see initially our share buttons are blank or clear, and this is because we haven't logged in. So if you click continue with Facebook, you can see that we've logged in. And now I just click on share photo if I want to share the photo. First you have to allow Facebook to access your photos, just say allow. And you can see this is the photo that we want to post. So I can say who I want to share it to, and of course I can add it to an album and say something from my application. And so then put this down and then click post up here. And then if you want to share the link, you can click on share link here. It will load again. And you can see it says hashtag WITcode, and this is the link that we are showing. And so then I can just post this as well. And you may have noticed that these look different from the beginning, and that's because I'm actually logged into the Facebook application on this emulator. So I'm actually logged into this, so they're going to look a little different. So now we have our photo and link, which can both be shared on Facebook. You can also share videos and multimedia, which is basically just a combination of videos. And something else to notice is on the sharing Facebook page. So if I go back over to this page here, go to Android sharing, you can notice down here it talks about ways of sharing, and you have the share button, which is what we use, the share dialog, which the share button creates, and then it has something message dialog here. You should be noticed that this is deprecated, and I believe it's because they replaced it with the actual Messenger product for Facebook for developers. But this is the video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.